Jump if you dare. On May 24th, 2023, just days after graduating high school, 18-year-old Cameron Robbins from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was celebrating with several hundred classmates on a trip to the Bahamas. They were staying at the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort in
Oof, what is his parents rich? You graduate, right? And then your parents send you to this? Shit, what did he graduate from? Fucking the most prestigious high school ever. The fuck celebration is this?
Nassau. That evening, the group attended a sunset party cruise aboard Blackbeard's Revenge, a pirate-themed party boat.
Interesting.
Around 9:40 p.m., near the uninhabited Athol Island northeast of Nassau, someone dared Cameron to jump off the boat into the dark ocean.
Are we dead ass? There's no way he, like, if it's dark outside, like, if it's light, okay, I kind of understand it. If it's nighttime, are you dumb? Like, holy shit, just dares, that it? It's not even like, I'll give you, like, $200 if you jump off. It's, I dare you to jump off. Like, no one's actually falling for that shit. If you do, honestly, man shouldn't have graduated high school if he thought jumping off a boat into a black sea is just like a good idea. Like, it's so stupid.
Several students tried to grab him and stop him. They reached for him, attempting to hold him back, but Cameron broke free from their grip.
I do think that the worst thing that could possibly happen is, I wouldn't say it's drowning. It's, you know, those little rotary blades underneath the boat that push it, is getting ripped to shreds by them. Well, actually, drowning's technically more painful, but I feel like for the people around you, that will be way worse.
Jumped into the water. Footage captured the aftermath. Cameron could be seen swimming in the dark waters. Friends threw a life preserver toward him. People screamed, "Grab the buoy! Hey, the buoy!" They were trying desperately to direct him to the flotation device, but Cameron appeared to swim away from it. Within seconds, he vanished from view. The boat remained anchored for hours as students searched frantically. The U.S. Coast Guard, Royal Bahamas Defense Force, and United Cajun Navy searched the water.
Wouldn't he just float on his back? Like, I know some people literally can't float on the back for the life of them, but wouldn't you just be able to float on your back? Since, like, most likely in the middle of the sea, unless, like, the currents are, like, horrendously bad, you should just be able to float on your back. Like, did he not get told how to, like, basically float?
Until about 3 a.m. Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore Raymond King called the area really shark-infested. He said, "The probability of survival decreases significantly, particularly if a person did not have on a life vest, and particularly if a person is perceived to be intoxicated." The search covered 325 miles over 2 days. On May 27th, authorities called off the search. Cameron Robbins was officially designated lost at sea. His body was never recovered.
Really?
A memorial service was held at Broadmoor United Methodist Church in Baton Rouge. Cameron was described by his baseball coach as a fierce competitor and by his family as funny and kind-hearted. My darkest secret. On May 28, 2018, in the early hours of the morning, a neighbor looked out her window in Heysham, Lancashire, and saw flames at 94-year-old Mary Gregory's bungalow. Firefighters rushed to the scene and found Mrs. Gregory unconscious in the conservatory, suffering from smoke inhalation. She was treated by paramedics and rushed to Royal Lancaster Hospital, but died 4 days later. An investigation by Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service concluded the most probable cause was a dropped or carelessly discarded cigarette. Mrs. Gregory was a heavy smoker with dementia. The coroner recorded a verdict of accidental death. The case was closed. Then, weeks after the funeral, during a game of Truth or Dare with two friends, 17-year-old Tiernan Darnton revealed his darkest secret. He told them, "I have a secret I haven't told anyone. I may have killed someone." His friends didn't believe him. He persuaded them to keep quiet. But in May 2019, during a counseling session, Darnton mentioned a friend who could send me to prison cause of what he knows. He added that he had felt powerful at Mrs. Gregory's funeral because he knew what had happened and everyone else in the room didn't. The counselor ended the session by saying, "I think you're trying to tell me you've killed someone." Darnton mouthed, "Yes." Police reopened.
Bro, like, are we dead ass? Number one, like, why would you do that to, like, a 97-year-old? Sorry, man, like, I don't understand the reason. Maybe she was rude to you, but, like, being, like, truthfully honest, she didn't have many years left in her. She had dementia and chain smoked. 2 years. Like, and you just had to light the house on fire for what reason, though, as well? It's, like, it seems so stupid. Let me just light a random old person's house on fire. Like,
in the case. They discovered drawings of Mrs. Gregory's floor plan with
did she not bake you cookies or something?
labels like "good hiding place" and "quick exit." Evidence showed he had set the curtains on fire with a lighter, unplugged the phone, disabled a smoke alarm, and placed a table in front of the conservatory doors to block her escape. investigators found disturbing searches under 18 murder and how long do murderers serve in prison. In November 2021, Darnton was convicted.
Man didn't even delete his search history. Like, are we dead ass? Like, if anybody did that, they're immediately deleting everything they could possibly. Man just left the Google search up. Like,
Of murder and sentenced to life with a minimum of 15 years. The Bridge Incident. On a summer day in 2024, two teenagers, ages 15 and 16, were part of a group chat where dares were being shared among friends. The conversation turned to jumping off a bridge into Lake Hartwell, South Carolina.
ooh.
The pressure mounted through messages. Other teens egged them on. The two decided to go through with it. They drove to the bridge and climbed onto the railing. The drop to the water below was significant. Without hesitation, both teens jumped. They plunged into Lake Hartwell. Friends watching from the shore expected to see them surface. Seconds passed, then minutes. Neither came back up. Emergency services were called immediately. Dive teams searched the lake. Eventually, both bodies were recovered. Neither teen had made it back to shore. The local community was devastated. Candlelight vigils were held. Parents gathered, holding candles and photographs of the two teenagers. Flowers and messages.
I'm sorry, like, he can blame pure pressure for this, but you're online, right? Just say, no, fuck off. Like, I don't really think pure pressure even, like, exists through text. Like, maybe text? No, tell them to fuck off. Like, that's such a stupid dare, and the fact they went through with it, and, like, off a bridge as well, not, like, some people down jump off the Yeti, fine. Like, the thing that goes over the water for fishing, usually jump off that, fine. Let's just jump off a bridge into a water. And plus, doesn't, like, water feel like a brick? Like, you slam into concrete at that height?
Were left at the bridge. In the days that followed, parents across the community warned about peer pressure games spreading through.
It's through text, bro. Like, they wanted to do it. Like, pure pressure doesn't really exist. They call him a pussy, whatever, it's online. Like, who gives a shit? They'll forget about it, like, a day later anyway. Like, I don't think it's pure pressure. I think it's just stupidity in the end. I don't think you can really blame pure pressure on something like that.
Social media. The group chat that had contained the dare was examined by authorities. Friends who had participated in encouraging the jump were left traumatized. Counselors were brought into local schools. The deaths sparked conversations about the deadly consequences of online dares. The bridge where the teenagers jumped became a memorial.
Online dares / dares in general, just don't be an idiot. Like, obviously, it's gonna, like, cause some, well, just damage or, like, scare the shit out of you when you jump off a bridge. Like,
Site. Parents begged other teenagers to think before accepting dangerous dares, no matter how much pressure they felt from their peers. The community mourned two young lives lost to a moment of reckless decision-making. The boiling water incident. On March 22, 2017, in Florida, 8-year-old Kihari Pope was at a sleepover with her cousin and friends. The children decided to play Truth or Dare. The game started innocently enough. Then, someone dared Kihari to drink boiling water through a straw. The other children thought it would be funny to see if she would actually do it. Kihari accepted the dare. She put the straw to her lips and drank the scalding liquid. Immediately, she began screaming in agony. The boiling water burned her mouth, throat, and lungs.
I'm sorry, but, like, when you take a sip, burn your mouth and, like, fuck off. No, the 8. So, like, the 8-year-olds would have probably chugged it, but through a straw, as soon as that touches my tongue, I'm spitting that shit out, man. Like, what the hell?
Collapsed. The adults rushed her to the hospital. Doctors discovered she had suffered severe internal burns to her throat and respiratory system. Kihari was placed in intensive care. She underwent multiple surgeries. For months, she lived with severe complications from the burns. Her airway was damaged. She struggled to breathe. The internal injuries were catastrophic. Despite the medical team's efforts, Kihari's condition continued to deteriorate. The damage to her throat and lungs was too extensive. Eventually, 4 months later, she died from the injuries sustained from drinking the boiling water. The case shocked the nation. Parents were horrified that such a simple dare could result in death. Warning messages spread across social media about the deadly risks of dares among children. Kihari's family spoke out.
I mean, the 8, like, unless you're supervising for anything, how does she even get the boiling hot water? Like, is the mum not home or something like that? I feel like it's just, like, stupidity again. I feel like a lot of these just go down this pure stupidity. Like, it's just not chug boiling hot water. Plus, like, there just has no, like, burning sensation on the tongue. Like, I'm spitting that shit out before I even swallow a gulp of it. Like, what the hell?
Hoping to prevent other children from accepting dangerous dares.
The 8, man. Like, I know the jumping off cliff one pure pressure, which I don't think it was, kind of helps. The 8-year-olds, I don't think anything you tell them really do much. Like, they're gonna do the dare anyway, but the 8, like, you just are unlucky.
Her death became a cautionary tale in schools across the country. The children who had dared her to drink the boiling water were left traumatized by what had happened. Kihari Pope was just 8 years old. The
Damn.
slug incident. On a warm evening in 2010, 19-year-old Sam Ballard was at a party in Sydney, Australia, with his rugby
Really?
teammates. They were drinking wine in a backyard. The conversation was lighthearted. Then someone spotted a garden slug crawling across the patio. As a joke, one of Sam's friends dared him to swallow it. Everyone laughed. It seemed like harmless fun. Sam picked up the slug and swallowed it whole. Everyone cheered. The party continued. Sam went home that night thinking nothing of it. Days passed. Then Sam began feeling strange.
Days?
He developed severe pain in his legs. Within weeks, he could barely walk. He went to the hospital. Doctors discovered the slug had carried rat lungworm parasites. The parasites had infected Sam's brain, causing a severe infection called eosinophilic meningoencephalomyelitis.
I mean, as soon as you tell them that, you're fucked. Like, tell anybody that there's worms in your brain, I'm immediately thinking I'm cooked. Like, I feel like this one was the most likely. Like, it's stupidity, but I feel like it's more fun games. Like, oh, I dare you this, okay, eat a snail, whatever. Like, French people. I'm just saying. But yeah, I feel like it's more of a lighthearted thing. I feel like this one's more like less stupidity and just unlucky, but stupid at the same time. Like, it's less like stupid than the other ones in this list.
Sam fell into a coma for 420 days.
If they were drinking wine outside, he's pissed. Like, he's actually pissed drunk or something like that.
When he finally woke up, he was paralyzed from the neck down. The infection had left him a quadriplegic. He couldn't walk, couldn't feed himself, couldn't breathe without assistance. For 8 years,
Really?
Sam lived with severe disabilities, requiring around-the-clock care. His mother became his full-time caregiver. Sam's friends were devastated by what their dare had caused.
I mean, like, you gotta feel bad. Like, imagine going through your head because one day when he was drunk, he ate a snail. He's now paralyzed. Like, that's so shit.
In 2018, 8 years after swallowing the slug, Sam Ballard died from complications related to the infection. He was 28 years old. His death highlighted the hidden dangers that can lurk in seemingly innocent dares. Sam's friends carried the weight of what had happened for the rest of their lives. The fireworks incident. On October 20,
Let me guess. Someone illegally bought fireworks, lit it up in the hand, blew off their hand. Like, you could see one of those doctor videos when they talk about, like, one of the more common things. Like, on, like, what's it called? New Year's or something like that. A decent amount of people, when they're lighting fireworks in the backyard, blow off their hand. And then the EMTs or doctors have to deal with someone with a broken hand, basically. Like, all their fingers are fucked. Like, they basically lose their hand because it blows it off. Like, their fingers all bent. Like, their bones basically fucked in their arm. Like, you're losing the arm or hand.
4th, 2024, during Diwali celebrations in Bengaluru, India, a group of friends gathered to celebrate the Festival of Lights. Fireworks were everywhere. The night air was filled with explosions and
Kills them, though. I feel like it maybe... You know how you've seen one of those... if you do use Instagram, you've seen one of those shorts where, like, the firework launches does a full 80-degree turn or 90-degree turn, faces directly for the person, and basically aimbots them. Like, that's some, like, unfairness, man.
colorful displays. The men had been drinking, and the atmosphere was festive and reckless. Someone brought out a large box of fireworks and suggested a dare. They challenged a 32-year-old man in the group to sit on top of the box while they lit the fuses. Friends laughed and egged him on. The man,
What? Are we dead ass?
emboldened by alcohol and peer pressure, agreed. He climbed onto the box and sat down.
Pure pressure, I would say it was mainly the alcohol. Like, it's a festival season, pitch black out. He probably started drinking like 5 hours ago. He's pissed.
His friends lit the fireworks. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the entire box exploded beneath him. The force of the blast was catastrophic. The man was thrown into the air. The explosives detonated with tremendous power, causing fatal injuries. Friends screamed and rushed to help, but it was too late. Emergency services arrived quickly, but the man died at the scene from his injuries. Witnesses told police it had been part of a dare. The case received widespread coverage across India. News outlets showed footage of the aftermath, warning others about the dangers of combining alcohol, fireworks, and peer pressure. The man's family was left to mourn a senseless death. His friends who had encouraged the dare were left traumatized and guilt-ridden. Authorities used the incident as a warning during future Diwali celebrations. The table surfing incident. On June 1st, 2025, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 17-year-old David Nagy and his friends from Freedom High School gathered after school. They had been watching viral TikTok videos of people table surfing.
I've seen some of those. This does seem sick as fuck.
Riding on top of tables tied behind cars. The videos made it look thrilling and fun. The teens...
Let me guess, they went onto Highlanders. I feel like most of them, they go on the toy cars and get a bigger car. most of the times I feel like they do it in suburbs or like very, very, very like what's it called, non-popular streets and stuff like that.
Decided to try it themselves. They found a folding table and flipped it upside down. They tied it behind a car with rope. David volunteered to be the rider. His friends thought it would be hilarious to film. He climbed onto the upside-down table and sat down, gripping the edges. The teenage driver got behind the wheel and started the engine. The car began to move slowly at first. David laughed. His friends cheered him on. Then the driver accelerated recklessly. The car picked up speed. The table bounced violently behind the vehicle, shaking and wobbling. Suddenly, the table was flung into a parked vehicle on the side of the road. The impact threw David—
I mean, that's literally, it's not his fault. It's not even the main fault. It's this jackass in the front seat, man. Like, it's so, like, why would you even do that? Like, speed up. Like, that has to be attempted murder at that point. Like, going slow or, like, mid-speed is fine. Like, usually surf cross roads, some turns are dangerous as fuck, but it's fine. Like, but if you're going so fast, it bounces on the ground. What are you going, like, 80? Like, that's some, like, dickhead shit.
off the table with tremendous force. He hit the ground hard. His head struck the pavement. He died from catastrophic injuries. The driver slammed on the brakes. Friends screamed and called emergency services. Paramedics arrived within minutes, but there was nothing they could do. Prosecutors charged the teenage driver with involuntary manslaughter. The case drew national attention as an example of deadly TikTok dare trends. David Nagy's family spoke out about the dangers of social media challenges. Schools across Pennsylvania held assemblies.
Like, you can blame the challenges for this, but challenges always come out. Like, he just went too fast is the problem. Like, if he went slower, this probably wouldn't ever have happened. Like, he started to speed too much.
Warning students about table surfing and similar viral stunts. David's friends were left traumatized. What started as an attempt to recreate a viral video ended in tragedy. The Senior Assassin Incident. On a day in May 2025, high school seniors in Arlington, Texas, were participating in Senior Assassin, a popular end-of-school tradition. The game involves students chasing each other with water guns, trying to eliminate opponents. It's meant to be harmless fun, a way for graduating seniors to—
I've actually seen this, yeah, and there's certain rules and stuff like that, which are kind of iffy. But, like, some people agree with the rules, some people don't. So if they go against one of the rules, someone's agreeing, that's all shit. Valid ass game.
bond before
Then we get someone put acid in it.
heading to college. Players track each other's locations and stage surprise attacks. That afternoon, 17-year-old Isaac Leal was participating in the game with friends. They had spotted their target and began pursuit in a Jeep. The chase intensified. The vehicle accelerated through streets. The adrenaline was high. The teenagers were laughing and yelling, caught up in the excitement of the game. As the pursuit continued, Isaac climbed onto the back of the moving Jeep. He was trying to get a better position during the chase. Friends later said he was riding on the exterior of the vehicle. Then the Jeep hit a bump in the road. Isaac lost his grip and fell from the moving vehicle onto the street. His head hit the pavement with devastating force. The Jeep screeched to a halt.
Again, it's less of the challenge and more of just him being stupid. Like, with a lot of these, you can blame the challenge. People's stupidity is the reason why that happened. Like, natural selection at this point. If they're stupid enough to let this happen, it was gonna happen sometime.
Friends jumped out, screaming. Someone called emergency services. Isaac was rushed to the hospital with catastrophic head injuries. For weeks, he remained in intensive care, clinging to life. Doctors did everything they could. His family kept vigil at his bedside, but the injuries were too severe. In early June 2025, after weeks in the hospital, Isaac Leal died from his injuries. Investigators confirmed the death occurred during the Senior Assassin game. The incident sparked debate about whether such games should be banned.
You can't ban the game because one douchebag decided to go on the back of a car and fall off. Like, you can't ban a game like that. It's like banning tic-tac-toe because somebody decided to jump on a car. Like that's so stupid. You can't ban the game for someone being stupid with it.
Some schools across Texas immediately prohibited the tradition. If you'd like to see more stories like this, make sure to subscribe.
Well, this is the end of this video, a W video. If you do enjoy videos, please like, subscribe, comment down below what video you want me to react to next. And that's me signing off.